It's time, guys. Saturday sit down with your couch coaches. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. What's up, guys? Saturday sit down with your boys, the couch coaches. Welcome back, guys. Welcome, Bjorn.
Finally
How you
back.
doing, brother?
Finally back.
Yeah,
Bro, it's been a long week. Obviously, missed the sit down. Big weekend of sport ahead of us as well. So it's an exciting time for us again, and there's some exciting things to get into in this episode.
Exactly, brother. Exactly. Let's get stuck straight into it.
How have you been, brother? No,
Always
how have you
good,
been?
bro.
How have you been? Let me know how you've been.
Always
How's
good,
it been
bro.
off season?
Nah, chill, bro. Just started gymming again, bro. So the body's in a bit of pain, bruh. But it's started fucking snowing here, so you can just imagine how that
Really?
is, bro. Minus
When are
10
you guys
today.
heading back to? When are you guys heading back for pre-season?
14 we start this month. Just a little gym thing.
Oh,
We're
so
going
you
to
still
camp,
got nice.
bro.
You still got pretty much like 2 weeks, eh? 2 weeks. Oh, where
Yeah,
are you going?
bro.
Back to Turkey again, or?
No, this small town. It's a spa town here in Russia, Kislovodsk. I don't.
Oh, so you guys are actually staying internal.
Yeah, the timing is strange because I mean we only play again in 6 months, but they want to get us ready now. I
What?
don't understand it. Yeah, bro, it's strange.
Do you
It's
guys
strange,
have
bro.
pre-season for 6 months, or is it like you have breaks in between, or is it just a full-on pre-season for 6 months?
It's probably 6 months, but they work in how do I say, timing stages. So 1 month, 2 months on, 1 month off, like that.
Oh, okay.
Or not
They
even
probably
1
just
month
keep
off.
you like conditioned, a little bit conditioned and like match ready or whatever. I don't
Yeah.
really know why it would be 6 months, but I guess there
But-
must be a reason.
The reasoning I think is for the Russian guys. You understand, like these guys, they basically not learning basics, but for them every session is vital. Do you know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
every bit of training they get is good for them for their future, because obviously they start a lot later. They're not
Yeah.
as like rugby wise as
I
South
mean, we started
Africans.
with like 4 or 5 years old. You started South Africa pretty much.
Exactly, bro. But let's get straight into the big sports.
Let's
brother.
get into the action.
Let's stick with
We got
rugby,
a lot of
bro.
action. We got rugby, soccer.
Yeah.
We got a bit of cricket as well. I think we got the Proteas playing this weekend. But what did you say? You want to stick with the football?
Let's start with the rugby, bro. It looks so. First one we
Okay,
check.
start with the rugby.
In URC, Aphiwe Dyanti is gonna get his first start since his return, bro. Good to see
Big one.
good to see the breakthrough player back in the mix, huh?
I know it's a big one for SA Rugby in general, because if you consider that Cheslin Colby is looking in his twilight of his career, he's starting to creep into the 30s. So someone like Aphiwe Dyanti, like you just mentioned, the 2018 World Breakthrough Player of the Year. I mean, it's going to be huge. It's going to be interesting to see the effects it has on his body over the last 4 years, not playing the game. Going to see how his reactions are in the match. Obviously, during his time, just before he got suspended with the Lions, he was excellent. He was one of the most exciting players we had in the country.
Yeah, for sure, bro. It's like we said before. It's an interesting one, bro. It's just to see like his game readiness, like you say, his reactions. Physically, I think he'll be okay, bro. It's like when you look at him and look at pictures and look at how he's on the field, he's still physically he's solid. Last week he bumped off somebody in a big run there. But I think it'll just be like you say, the sharpness, like even that, bro. Running into someone like that. That's not something we really saw from him before he left the game. Do you know what I mean? So it might be a thing of getting his own confidence back, getting into that contact, getting stuck in. But I hope the layoff wasn't too long. I doubt it will be. He's still a young guy, and I hope we get to see the best of him yet to come, bro. You know?
Yeah, I think he's still only 28 or so. So there's definitely still a lot of rugby left in him. And like you say, prior to his suspension, he was the deadliest finisher in the country. Every time he touched the ball, you're expecting him almost to score. Remember those electrifying tries against the All Blacks?
Yeah.
I mean, those are just a few to come to mind. And obviously during his time with the Lions, once again, like I mentioned before, he scored some terrific solo efforts. He was really looking like he was just getting on that cusp of becoming a a consistent world level, like a world class player, and then obviously, unfortunately, he ran into a bit of a 4-year wall.
Yeah, bro, it's a tough one. Like you said, bro. Had it not come, I think now he probably would have been like, bro, close to top scorer for Springboks. He would have been a regular starter. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Guys, if you guys want to check our URC preview for the weekend, go have a look on our Coach Sports page. Definitely watch the video there that we did on round 3 of this URC. Sticking with the rugby, bro, interesting one. We spoke now about Aphiwe's Bok absence and what he did there and everything. Let's look at the 4 players, bro, that you think are uncapped players that are likely to maybe get Bok appearances soon. You know, like a lot of players are leaving. See, a few guys are retiring, and there's some gaps open, bro. Obviously, URC brings out the best of players, but give me 4 players that you think uncapped. Yeah, you remember uncapped that you think are likely to see some of the green jersey soon.
Okay, obviously we prepped for this beforehand. We had a little bit of a discussion. If you look at actually, like especially the Stormers and the Sharks players, there's quite a few of them currently sitting on 1, 2, 3 caps maybe that you even forgot about that played for the Springboks.
Yeah.
So you had to do a little bit of a comb through there, but like the Lions, for instance, there's quite a few hidden gems there when you look at it. But for me, just going over the 4 quickly: Lions, Edel van der Merwe, as you mentioned. Same thing. I think he's probably the best finisher in the country at the moment on his day. In a poor Lions side, he generally stands out. I think he's been the player of the year for the past 2 seasons. So that just shows his credentials. Like I said, in a poor Lions side, he stands out very well. Scores a lot of tries, a lot of good tries. So from the Lions, it'll be Edel van der Merwe. But there was a few options there. Henko van Wyk, the centre. I'm a big fan of his. I think Ruan Venter is another one that could possibly actually be getting a call up soon. You look at our situation at lock, we got a few boys going out at the moment. Also Luet with his serious injury situation. So Ruan Venter is another one. And then who was my third choice? And Kieran Horn. Kieran Horn, the fullback. I think for him, out of all the ones why I didn't mention him, I think he's got a lot of talent and I think he can definitely make it there. I just think Damian Willems at the moment's got that fullback spot pretty much cemented down. I think it's his. So breaking through there's going to be quite difficult. But Edel van der Merwe, I could easily see him starting to get into the Springbok team, slowly taking over, and then maybe taking like Cheslin's spot in a couple of seasons.
Yeah, bro, I got 3 of the same as you: Henko van Wyk, Ruan Venter, and Edel. I also added Cameron Hannekom, bro. He's a dynamic number 8 in the Ryan Kienkowski mold. You know, fast, not the biggest, but all-round rugby player. You know, a rugby player's man. And another one, bro. Sasha Feinberg Ngomezulu, bro. The next superstar from South Africa.
Fucking class, bro.
Bro,
he's class. You know, like,
he has to. I think this is a big year for him, bro. Like we said, it's just about positioning, but I think this is gonna be the next star of South African rugby, bro.
You know how people used to speak about Damian Willems, like especially when he came out of high school?
Yeah.
Like they were speaking about him, like, and I know he's cemented his place now, he's already won 2 World Cups, so I can't really speak too bad about him, but there was a period where people were questioning him a little bit. You know, like during that period after high school, just before he made his Springboks debut, he was shifted around a lot, quite a bit, he was playing in different positions, and people were just questioning if he's actually going to be able to make the step up.
Yeah.
I think everything that people like propelled and thought about Damian Willems in that early stage, I think that's exactly what Sasha Feinberg Ngomezulu is. I think he's an outstanding player. I think he's so mature already for his age. We saw those tickers he did in the Lions game where he managed to fucking bounce the ball up with his knee, pop it up somehow and still run through to score a try. I think he's good defensively. I think he's a big boy. Imagine a centre partnership for the Springboks one day of him and Kane Moody.
Brother, that is just next.
That's a scary partnership.
That's ridiculous, bro. That's ridiculous. And we better clip that up, and when they do become like the world's best centre partner, just remember we said it first. We said it first. Yeah, bro. Speaking on the world's best, bro. Ardie Savea. Ardie Savea takes the world's best player. What's your thoughts on that one, bro?
Like this is my thoughts, right? Ardie Savea is at a world class here. I think he's deserving of it. I don't think his what he did is not deserving of being a World Player of the Year.
Yeah.
I just think when the Springboks delivered the performance that they have, not throughout the year, but winning the World Cup is what it's all about.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter who won the Six Nations, in my opinion, in this year. It doesn't matter Six Nations, Rugby Championships. Those things don't really matter. I think when it came to the crunch time, that's when you saw who was the best. And for me, even though I think Ardie Savea is a deserving winner, I think it's quite disappointing not to see someone like Evan Etzebeth pick it up. I thought he was outstanding throughout the entire World Cup. I thought in the big moments he stepped up, never really put a foot wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Peter Steff would have gotten it just because if you look at Peter Steff's performances, it was his World Cup final was outstanding. That was like, he definitely was a big part in us winning the World Cup. But I think throughout the year he wasn't as a prominent feature as Eben's been.
Yeah, bro, the thing about Peter Steff is just because he plays in Japan, so I think that just takes him out of it running a bit. But yeah, Eben...
A lot of Boca over in Japan though, eh?
Yeah, bro. I think with Eben and Ardie, the kind of the thing that gave Ardie it's kind of like a consolation prize. You know what I mean? Almost like he from where the All Blacks came to reach the final is such a big achievement, and it's been on his back. Do you know what I mean? So I think that's
I mean, he was influential against Ireland. He was so important for getting them actually through to the semis even. So
exactly. And I think I also have a feeling had France gone further and had Dupont not got injured, I think it would have been him. You know, so
I agree with you.
So it was just the fact of it was definitely between Eben and Savea, but I think it's just the pathway that the All Blacks had was a lot tougher than ours. Not tougher in terms of individual games, but just from where they came from. I mean, getting smacked by us just before the World Cup, and then
no one expected them to get to the final.
And exactly, in actual fact, you look at the stats. They missed 2 kicks. They should have won the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So let's call it a deserved consolation prize.
We'll take it on the chin. Like I say, for me, the whole Ardie Savea getting World Player of the Year, that wasn't even the most bullshit thing of the award ceremony. For me, it was that fucking Team of the Year.
Who won Team of the Year?
What fucking bullshit. No, like the selection of like individually they'll pick like the best prop from the year, like from all the countries, the best hookers.
Yeah.
Bro, it was pretty much a fucking European face plus like a couple of All Blacks. How can you guys not give it to the world champions? I mean, the French and the Irish guys were crying because they got knocked out, and now you guys are like acting like South Africa just because we won it 2 times in a row. Like, it's not a big deal, kind of.
Bro, they're sour.
They're sour. Yeah, exactly.
But it's also maybe a testament to our side. You know, we're not a bunch of individuals. We're a collective. We're a team that wins games. Yeah. You know? So yeah, it is what it is, brother. But anyway, let's move on then to the football, brother. The football. First game of the weekend. First game of the weekend is the game I want to talk about, and we will focus on it a little bit. Manchester United, Fulham, brother. I think obviously I have to start this one. Bro,
what's your thoughts? This is a huge one for Ten Haag, eh? If he loses, I think it could be curtains for Ten Haag.
I don't think they'll sack him, bro. I don't think they'll sack him. I think.
I don't think so.
With the new owner coming in, a new football owner coming in. I think they're gonna keep him, bro. I think the problem is, where do we go from him, bro? Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. That's exactly what I was about to ask you next. Like, if you guys do sack him, what's next? Who do you go to? Like Conte? You guys can't go for Conte. Mourinho back? No. So there's pretty much not any. Well, the one thing I saw, and I think you would be super happy about, the main candidate at the moment is Zinedine Zidane.
But Zidane, bro, fair enough, with a big budget and a world-class team, he can do well. But what do you think he can pull the team out of the trenches?
Players. The thing with him is anyone's gonna want to play for Zidane, though. Anyone, and I think like how people say like Ronaldo, especially. I think he spoke about Ten Hag a little bit, where he said there's a difference when certain people speak to you in the dressing room and a certain emotion you get and feeling you get. When Zidane speaks to these young players or any players in the thing, nobody's been at his level, so they can't really say anything.
But bro, Zidane, you know what Zidane feels like? You know that advert where there's that big water tank and the water's running out and that guy just slaps that sticky plaster on.
Yeah.
That's exactly what Zidane would be, bro. It would just be what
You
Zidane
think
is,
so?
bro.
You think the Glazers, all of that needs to go and all of that needs to change before there's real change at
But
United?
it's all the changes, but the main thing is it's gonna take time, bro. And it's like we've spent so much time like scraping the bottom of the barrel, bro. So it's just gonna take so much time to fix everything. And I honestly feel like the best thing we probably can do is just stick with Ten Haag and just hope that he can pull out, bro. It's last season he had a great season.
Say, bro.
Yeah, last season he had a great season, bro. We kind of have to back him on that, bro. That's what he's capable of. If he's lost the dressing room, so then start kicking O's out the dressing room, bro. They're not. It doesn't at the moment.
Sancho.
But at the moment, there's not one player that I would, if they sold him, I would be like, oh fuck, why they sell him?
Yeah, you can't be.
You know what I mean? Even Bruno, bro.
Even Rashford.
Even Rashford. If they sold Rashford, I'd be like, okay, well.
Yeah, I agree with you.
You know what I mean? It's come to that point.
You guys
bro.
are at that stage now where there's no emotions, there's no sentiment left. It's now literally about trying to fix the club as soon as possible. You saw it with Arsenal, you saw that with Aubameyang getting kicked out, Ozil getting kicked out. I mean, these were high-profile players, loved by the fans. But they had to go. They had to go for the betterment of the team. And I agree with you. There's a few players in this side that probably do need to go. Bruno as a captain doesn't seem to be working. What's your thoughts on the whole captaincy situation with Bruno?
Bro, it's captaining a sinking ship, so it doesn't matter who's the captain, bro. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's Bruno. Yeah, he's an emotional guy, but he's also passionate, bro. So it's who else do you put in there? You can't really put someone else who's gonna give the same amount.
And you
of
can't
passion.
give it back to Maguire either. Yeah,
Exactly,
you can't give it back to Maguire, and there's literally no one else. Scott McTominay is probably the next in line if you think about it.
Bro,
or Rashford, but Rashford can't. Rashford's not a captain.
Bro, Maguire. A week ago, they're talking about like we've lost one game that he's played in, and he shared these on his socials and in media and all that. But so he starts the next two games, concedes 6 goals in 2 games, bang.
Yeah.
But he's a joke.
I don't understand. That's what I agree with you. There needs to be a revolution at the club. Remember Rangnick though? Rangnick, he called it when he was still there.
He said there needs to be at
least 7, 8, 9 players out of the club.
Exactly, bro. So I say stick with the manager.
Okay, so wait. Let's just go like this. Yes. So let's wait. You say stick with the manager. That's what you think is the best solution.
Yeah.
What do you think United and the Glazers are gonna do though? Because you guys are the biggest club in the world. There's no time really for messing around in bad results. So what do you think the Glazers and Radcliffe now possibly coming in? What do you think they're gonna do?
I think Radcliffe's safe option. Keep him there, bro. You don't want to be kind of like
keep him there
in a situation. I think it sets him up also for like a big moment. Because let's say it does go like horribly bad, you know what I mean?
It turns around or something.
And so either it goes great, then everyone says, good decision by Radcliffe to keep Ten Haag, or it comes to a moment where it's so bad that he takes credit for the new manager, the next manager, the Zidane. You know what I mean? So it's a win-win situation for him, regardless of what happens on the football field.
And that's such a good thing you mentioned about a new manager coming in, because even if Zidane comes in, right?
Yeah.
He's still going to be stuck with the Anthonys. He's still going to be stuck with Onana. Like all these players that Ten Hag signed.
Yeah.
Whereas you still have players that Mourinho signed. You still have players that Rangnick was involved in. You have players I think that Van Gaal signed maybe. So who knows? You guys still have a team that hasn't really been formed by one manager that's actually been given the time to shape the club in his way.
Exactly, bro. So I think just maybe give it the time to Ten Hag. Let's call it a second season blues, and just bite the bullet, bro, and just stick it out, brother. I think that's
you never
the
know.
best
Maybe
option.
if a cup run comes in or something like that, and you guys end up, or you guys finish like 4th.
We can still win the Champions League, brother.
The Champions League. You guys are 1 loss away from being out, bro. You guys are losing to Galatasaray. You guys are gone.
And what if we don't?
And the way you guys are playing now, you guys are losing to Copenhagen next week. The way you guys are playing now, Copenhagen is a difficult game, bro.
We'll see, brother. We'll see. But let's move on then. Spurs Chelsea, bro. The
Let's
big game of the weekend. There's not too many, bro.
The big one. The London derby.
There's two, but the London derby it's probably lost a bit of fire since Chelsea are playing so bad and Spurs are playing so well.
Yeah.
Let's do a little fun one here, bro. A combined 11 for this team.
Oh, it's gonna be interesting.
I'll give you mine straight away. Very easy.
You start with your.
Very easy. All Tottenham and
let's go.
add Sterling and Reece James. That's it, bro. Vicario, Reece James,
So
Romero, Van der Ven, Porro, Basuma, Madison, Son, Sterling and Richarlison up top, bro. I don't see Chelsea.
Okay.
Who else can go into this team? Maybe Enzo. Yeah.
I've got a few. I've got mine. I've got a 7-4 split, not a 7-1 split like the Springboks. I got a 7-4. I've got pretty much the same. I've got the Tottenham back line plus Reece James, so the same as you there. I've got Vicario in goal, and I've got Udogie as the left back. I've got Van der Ven, Romero, and Reece James. Then for midfield, I've got Enzo Fernandez. I still think Enzo Fernandez is in a struggling Chelsea side, but I've seen enough. He's a World Cup winner. I think I've seen enough of him that if he was in a Man City, he would have exploded. So I've got Fernandez. Basuma, you can't go without Basuma. I think him and Rice have probably been the two best, those type of box-to-box midfielders. James Maddison has been the best player this season, so you have to go with him. This is where we differ a bit. I've got Son playing as a striker because he has played as a striker this season a few games. Then I've got the two Chelsea men out wide. So I've got Raheem Sterling because I still, like I said, on his day I think he's better. And Cole Palmer. I think Cole Palmer has done really, really well for Chelsea since he's moved from Man City. I think he's actually probably been Chelsea's best player this season.
Oh, that's I can see that. I can see that. Definitely Cole Palmer probably over Richarlison. So moving Son, the striker, is probably the choice there. Yeah, bro. Nicholas Jackson's been absolutely shit this season, bro.
Bruh, Nicholas Jackson wouldn't be able to finish if he was in the same room as Megan Fox, bro. That guy is fucking useless. And Pochettino before the season, Pochettino before the season when he signed Jackson or whatever, he was like, "Yo, this guy's gonna be the best striker of all time. We need to do this. He's gonna do this." Bro, the first game he fucking misses against Nottingham Forest from 2 yards out. He's worse than Richarlison.
Yeah,
bro. I've seen nothing from that guy to fucking give me any hope of him being a world-class striker.
Yeah, bro. Okay, who gets a sack first, Poch or Ten Haag?
Hey, it depends on what happens this weekend. Because I know I've been talking shit about Chelsea, but I actually backed them to get a win. I think Chelsea might actually beat Spurs 1-0. So if Chelsea lose, if Chelsea lose to Spurs this weekend, I think it's gonna be put a lot of pressure on Pochettino.
Yeah.
The thing is, if Poch doesn't turn things around by December, I think he's gone.
Yeah.
I think with Ten Haag, if Ten Haag loses 3 more games, he's gone. So I think it really depends on who wins and who gets results soon. I think both of them need to get results soon. Ten Haag probably a bit earlier than Pochettino, but who do you think? Do you think Poch is gone before Ten Haag?
Yeah, but I think our position just keeps Ten Haag in it, bro.
Where are you guys now? 9th or 10th?
8th, brother. 8th.
Oh, that's not... Okay, you know what? No, I changed my mind. Pochettino, for sure. If they lose 2 or 3 more games, they are fucked.
Yeah, bro.
They are fucked. Like, you guys, in all honesty, you guys haven't been playing well, but if you guys start picking up a bit of form, maybe get 4 or 5 wins on the spin, then you guys could probably qualify for Champions League again.
Yeah, but that's the thing. So, and then the last bit, the big one, I think this is probably the big fixture for the weekend. Arsenal, Newcastle, brother. What's your thoughts on that? Let me give you mine, because I know you're going to just say, oh, bullshit. Newcastle winning.
Yeah, okay, you go first. Newcastle winning. You think the Magpies, they are playing around, but you back the Magpies to beat the Gunners. You really backing the Magpies.
Yeah, bro. After what they did to us, brother.
Bro, I know deep down in your heart you believe Arsenal are going to win the league. I know it. I'm looking into the camera right now and I'm looking into your soul and you fucking, I can feel your soul. You're like, Arsenal. Bro, why don't you show everyone that picture of you in an Arsenal jersey when you were like 2 or 3?
Dude, that's my mother's doing. It's not me, brother. It's before I knew what it is. I couldn't even tie my own shoelaces. Okay,
but honestly, you back Newcastle. You think Newcastle are gonna win?
I think so, bro. At home, I think it's the
you don't even think a draw. You can't even give us a draw. That's
No,
how much
bro.
you hate us. You can't even give us a draw.
No, bro. I think 2-1 win to Newcastle.
You think they're gonna give us our first loss? Newcastle's
just-
gonna be the team that give us our first loss this season.
It's just your guys' last performance and their last performance. Just based on that, bro. And home advantage.
Okay, fair enough, but you also have to give us a little bit of like a mitigating factor that we did play like a B team. No Saka, no no Declan Rice, no Gabriel Martinelli, no Saliba, no David Raya. So those at least almost half our team is going to be different this weekend.
I don't know, bro. I think Newcastle, they're looking good, bro. You guys are obviously too, but you guys have to take a loss somewhere. I think this is probably I think this is the one.
Have you ever heard about this team? They were called the Invincibles, bro.
Yeah, bro, but that's just once off, bro. It's not happening this year.
Yeah,
bro.
we're gonna do it.
Bullshit.
We're gonna do it a second time. We're gonna do it a second time and do the double. We're not winning the FA Cup. FA Cups. We're gonna give the FA Cup for you guys a chance to get it. Double Premier League and Champions League this season. I'm calling it right now.
Oh yeah, bro, brother. What's your score there? What do you think, coach?
I think it's going to be quite tight. I think it's going to be only one goal, so it's going to be 1-0 or 2-1. The only problem is Eddie Nketiah was firing against Sheffield. I don't know if he's going to be that good against the Newcastle backline, and it's going to depend on what Saka and Martinelli does. So what those two do is going to be a big factor because no Gabriel Jesus this weekend. Declan Rice will be back. Martin Odegaard will be back as well. So I do believe the Gunners are too strong for Newcastle on their day. I think we've seen it this season. Newcastle have lost a couple of matches. I think especially against the big boys it might be a bit more difficult this season because people are going to take them more serious as well. So I'm backing the Gunners for a 2-1 win.
I can see it, bro. It's a very close one, bro. Probably if you bet on Arsenal, it's not a bad bet, but for me, I'm just gonna go with Newcastle, bro. Just because
you just want to take the piss. That's the only reason. Just admit it. You don't even have to have any logic. It's just about because I support Arsenal. We could be playing fucking Sheffield like we did last week. You'll be like, you know what? Sheffield, they're going to be quite dangerous this week. I think they can pull it off.
It's not that. It's like if you put 10 crabs in a bucket, bro. If one tries to climb out, the rest will pull it back, bro. I'm in the bucket and you trying to get out. Come back here, bro. We come and chill with me.
You want the rivalry. You want the 2003-2004 rivalry to come back.
Yeah.
It's just to fight to see who can come into the top half of the table now.
Exactly, brother. But anyway, guys, that's us. That's been the Saturday Sit Down. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please leave a like, please subscribe, and until next time, cheers.